What up, channel? It's FoRePLayy, and this is another commentary. I am not watching my gameplay. I know one of the ones that I'm posting is going to be a good one. It's one of the pubs that I have. I told you I'm going to be doing pubs for about the first 2 weeks. My only thing that I'm trying to do is make sure I get out content, voice my opinions on certain topics, and kind of just get back into the swing of this whole YouTube thing. I have a goal to do 3 videos a week, minimum. Probably 5 videos at most. I was posting 1 a day, and I promise I'll get back into that swing. It's just taking a little bit for me to actually, get it going, you know. So I'm definitely going to be a little bit more active, like I said, and finally you guys can come to my channel, get your daily dose of motivation, inspiration, just my voice. You can chill. You know, we have bro time. And for all the girls watching, we have bro time still. But anyway, okay, so today's topic is going to be my opinions on the recent roster changes. Those of you that don't know, JCap was released from Optic, Clayster was released from Complexity, and Unite dropped their whole squad, and I'm just sitting over here like mind blown. I don't really get it. In case you guys don't know, I actually put my hands to my head and pretended like my mind blew up. I know you guys know what I'm talking about. But so first, let's talk about Optic and the JCap situation. I always talk about sensitive topics, and people get pissed at me. And I don't mean for you to get mad at me. I just speak my opinion on it, and that's how I am. So, the first things first, they weren't winning. They weren't having success, and who really knows yet again about what happened. Oh yeah, another one, Karma leaving Indy. So, we're going to get to that too. The whole JCap thing, I don't really know. That's more of a sensitive topic to talk about because they just weren't winning, you know, and I don't really follow up on the whole Optic crew that much, you know. JCap is actually, JCap and Big T I get along with probably the most. The other two, Scump and Nate, I don't really talk to that much. You know, I don't have any beef with them or really anything against them. I just don't talk to them enough to even really care about what they're doing. But I know that JCap's a monster, and I know that sometimes 4 players put together don't really work. When I think of Scump and Nate shot, I think dominant AR, or sub players, I'm sorry. Or like good sub players. And you have Big T, who's more of a, I would say, a slower-paced AR style player, and then you have JCap, who's more of a slower-paced AR style player. So, if I were to see that, not that they can't get reckless and go kill a lot of people. I don't mean it like that. I just mean like, I don't think that team on paper is like a dominant powerhouse team because of the play styles. You know, it's like in my opinion, this game is like all about aggression and being aggressive. So like you can have, in my opinion, 3 dominant subs, 1 dominant AR, and you'll do work. On maps like Octane, you obviously need your players that have 2 to 3 dominant ARs, probably 2 dominant ARs, 1 person that's more versatile and can switch to an AR, whether they're using like a SC 2010 or a Remington, and the other 2, the ARs have to learn, or they have to slay. You know, you have to slay out on maps like Octane. On maps like Strike Zone, when you can get aggressive, force a B-style spawn trap, then it really doesn't matter how good your AR is on that map, because most teams run 3 subs minimum, sometimes even 4 subs. So yeah, it doesn't really matter. Let's go into the Envy drop, or not drop, Karma leaving Envy. Damon's actually a friend of mine, and it's a shame to see him leave, and it's a shame to see him leaving the team house, and that whole situation just sucks because that team was so off and on. I was actually in the stands of Columbus after I was eliminated, I think on Sunday, and I was cheering my ass off. There's so many pictures of me just cheering for him next to Hastro, and I was cheering my ass off because I really wanted to see that team succeed, because a lot of people are like, oh, Envy sucks, Envy's not what they used to be, and you know, it is a new game. The game is out for 3 weeks by the time Columbus was out or came around, and I really thought that team was going to do well. Karma is an absolute monster. I watched him against Complexity start out like 7-0 with a sniper on Octane. Blitz, I believe it was. It might have been Dom. And the dude was just dominating everybody. And for him to now go to Complexity is just going to be insane for that squad. And then Goonjar leaving TK, which I thought TK was a team that I respected so much because it was like they worked through all their issues and they slowly got all that chemistry, and then they became like one of the most dominant powerhouse teams that was doing work, you know. And then they left, or Karma left Complexity. That caused a chain reaction to where Goonjar then left for Envy, and it sucks because Sharp's definitely my dude, and those guys, they deserve to have a good quality pickup. And I know tonight they were running with Clayster, or by the time you guys watch this, it'll probably be last night they were running with Clayster, and I could see that being a good fit. Now we go to my dudes on Complexity, and let's talk about that real quick. I don't understand it, and it had to have been a personal reason. I don't see how you win 7 out of 8 championships or whatever it was, and you then make a roster change. That is something I will never understand. I remember last year I called FoRePLayy breaking up because they created that monster. And Complexity, they're such a dominant team. There had to have been something to where they just weren't getting along. I know Clayster made a long post. I really didn't get a chance to read all of it. I skimmed through it. I don't really understand, you know? Like, I don't understand why making a roster change like that's crazy. Like, I've gotten 16th at an event and worked through my issues, you know? But sometimes you just get to a point where you don't want to team with people anymore. And it's a shame because everyone wants the quick fix. I had a talk the other day with someone, I'm not going to mention his name, but we're talking about how everyone wants the quick fix nowadays. You know what I mean? Like, whether it's anything, you know? You could talk about people wanting to lose weight, everyone wants a pill. Or you talk about people trying to just do anything in life, everyone wants a quick fix. And I don't think people realize how much chemistry is involved in being successful. You know, like, if you look at, I don't know how many of my followers or subscribers were fans of Halo 2 back in the day, and you had a team like Final Boss that would just dominate everything because they were like together for so long. Yes, they were individually skilled. Yes, they were ahead of the game a little bit, but that chemistry can carry a team so far, it's ridiculous. Even in my day, so when you have a team that meshes really well, you legitimately won't lose. I'm gonna give you guys a history lesson, like I always do. But there's a thing back in the day called Holiday Classics in 2009, 2010, something like that. And on my team was Fierce, Stainville, myself, and a guy named Halifax. And we legitimately could not be beaten. We didn't drop a map. We didn't lose. We ended up beating Fear. Actually, I think Fear took some maps from us. We came back and knocked them out. But anyone back then would be like, yeah, they were a solid team. And we didn't even like teaming with each other, you know, like Stainville and Halifax got into it all the time. Fierce and Halifax got into it, and I was kind of just staying out of it, but you still won everything. So that's why you can, like, get away from the whole drama side of it. If you, like, get on the game, treat it like a job almost, and, like, you're not having fun, then it's going to catch up to you eventually. So maybe that's what was happening with some of these teams. But it's a shame to see all these roster changes because, in my opinion, it's such a bad example for not only like them, sponsors, etc., but like even the youth. Like, let's say one of you guys out there is 12, 13 years old and you're really trying to like get into the competitive scene and stuff. It's going to be extremely difficult for you just due to the fact that you're going to see all these roster changes. And I even have friends that are on lower tier teams right now. People are leaving their roster, and you know, it's like, well, what are you going to do, or when are you going to learn that you need to go through something to get to something? I guess that's going to be my motivational quote for the day. Go through something to get to something. But then again, I'm sure a lot of the Optic dudes or Complexity dudes might be watching this and they're like, dude, you don't even know what was really going on. And that's true too. But I'm going to say at the end of the day, they're all my boys, but I wish that they would have stuck together, especially Complexity, because they had a chance to really do something special, just like FoRePLayy did. They were almost at that brink where you turn that into Dynasty, and even if they keep winning, which the Karma situation picking him up probably makes their team equally as good and or better, especially once they get that chemistry down and they have time to do it. A little bit of time before UMG, and then after that, probably plenty of time. I just hope that they stick together. I hope that it works out. But anyway, yeah, so I hope that you guys like this video. This is definitely just like a topic that I really wanted to cover, my opinions on the recent roster changes. I'm going to do a class setup video this weekend, and then I'm probably going to end up doing my opinions on Ghosts and stuff like that. If you guys have any videos that you want to see, let me know. I'm kind of like slowly getting back into the swing of things. Oh, I switched really from the TAR to use the Bison. I love that gun so much. I use it with long barrel grip or whatever they're called, and I've been doing really well with that. And it's funny because I've actually been I have like a commitment to myself to make sure I'm playing like really good in this game. So I take pictures out of every game and I add up my stats for the night. And yes, I know kills don't really make or break a game, but I'm doing it for myself. I make sure that I'm always like doing really well. As you can tell, my commitment levels are a little bit higher in this game. I really want to succeed, and I want you guys to do the same. So if you guys aren't already, favorite, comment, like, subscribe. Get at me on Twitter. This has been FoRePLayy from Team Envious, GammaGamers.com, and the FoRePLayy gang. Until next time, you guys are the best. Take care. Peace!
SATCOM uplink enabled. Mission accomplished. A good day's work.
What up, FoRePLayy gang? Thank you guys for watching that commentary. I'm going to put a video on the top left. That's going to be the King Kong montage. Video on the top right is going to be my welcome back video. In case you guys didn't get a chance to see that, that's my first video back. I don't know how long it's been. Over a month, that's for sure. Feels good to be back, though. Make sure you favorite, comment, like, subscribe. As I always say, get at me on Twitter, please, because I'd like to talk to you guys and interact a little bit. Until next time, take care.